Welcome to the Arnold Bernhard Libraries video on finding ebooks in the Quinnipiac Library Catalog. In this video, you'll learn how to limit a library catalog search to electronic books and then connect to the books in order to read or download sections. First, a word about the Quinnipiac Library Catalog. The catalog contains all of the physical items, such as books, DVDs, and print journals, plus all the electronic books owned or subscribed to by Quinnipiac. The catalog includes items from all three libraries, the Arnold Bernhard Library, the Netter Health Sciences Library, and the Pantelina Law Library. The catalog does not have a search for individual articles. From the Arnold Bernhard Library's MyQ homepage, select Books and DVDs from above Library 1 Search. I'll scroll down to put that higher up on the screen, right here. The catalog search screen will open. Enter a keyword or phrase in the search box. You can use Boolean connectors and or not in this search box or put phrases in quotes as shown by the examples here. You can also search for specific titles, authors, subjects, and so on by making the choices above the search box. We'll search for ebooks on voter suppression, so we'll enter that here. It doesn't matter in which order the words are found, so I'm not putting it in quotes this time. Before starting the search, we need to limit by ebooks only. Use the drop-down next to View Entire Collection, here, and select Ebooks. You do not need to choose a library since these are available everywhere. Select Search. We found 3 ebooks. It tells you that right over here on the far left of the screen. Let's look at the first one. You can go straight to click here to view, but it's a good idea to click on the book's title to find out more about it first. In the book screen or record, you get some very helpful features. Most books have a table of contents, this one's right here, and a short summary. Sometimes the summary might be a little longer. But these give you a good idea of how suitable the book is for your research. Also look at the subjects, this whole list of links right here. These are standardized terms that librarians add to the description of the book to help people find all the books in the catalog that are about the same subject. Notice that voter suppression isn't among the subjects. I'm going to enlarge that just a little bit and scroll again so that's visible. You can click any one of these subjects and you'll find more relevant ebooks. So we'll click on the line starting with Elections Corrupt Practices. Right here in second one down. I'm scrolling down so we can get the area of interest at the top of the screen. And this brings you to an alphabetical list of subjects. The full subject here that we clicked on, all of this, has only this one ebook. You can see that from over here on the rightmost side. But a couple of lines up, there's a shorter, less limited version that just says Elections Corrupt Practices United States. That has 13 books over here on the right. So clicking on this one, Elections Corrupt Practices United States, now brings up a list of these 13 books. I'm just going to bring the size of this down a little bit so that you can see more of them on the screen. This list of 13 books is likely to give multiple viewpoints on this topic. I'll back up and go to the original ebook. So back to The Politics of Voter Suppression by Tova Andrea Wang. Here we are. To get into the book and read it, we have 2 choices. And this will illustrate 2 of the different ways that ebook websites present the books. First, we'll try JSTOR. Click on the View This eBook from JSTOR Database link right here. You do have to log in if you're off campus. Here's the book's page in JSTOR. Up front, you'll get some information about the book. Its stable URL, which I'll have to scroll up a little bit so you can see that. I'm also going to dismiss the cookie warning. The stable URL is right here. You can use the stable URL to cite the book or to send the link to this page to teammates in a group project. Cite this item up here gives an automatically generated citation in 3 styles. Here they are: MLA, APA, and Chicago. And then if you scroll down, you can export. Export to RefWorks is the second one down in the export links. I'll click out of that. Scrolling down on this screen gets you into the book's chapters. With the section of the first paragraph, let me scroll a little higher. So here's the section of the first paragraph of the foreword. You can read online, you can download a PDF, you can save to the JSTOR workspace where it will stay for 2 days for you, or you can cite just the chapter and not the whole book. If you click on either Read Online or the chapter title, it'll bring you to the JSTOR reader. Here you can share to social media, save to the workspace again, or download a PDF of that chapter. Otherwise, this page works the same way as paging through an article in the JSTOR reader. I'll close this and go back to the catalog. Let's try View this ebook from ProQuest Ebook Central database. Most of our ebooks have this interface. So this is what Ebook Central looks like. Here you can read the whole book online, or you can download the whole book. If you don't want to do it all at once, you can go down to the table of contents. This one's displaying a little differently than usual. Show subsections gets you into the chapters. So I'll scroll down just a little bit more. Here's the foreword. You can either download a PDF from here or read online of just that section. Let's look at the preface this time. So I'll click on the preface, and now we're in the online reader. You can see that it's laid out a little bit differently. Here you can search within the book for keywords, which is over here on the left side of the screen. If you want to make it bigger, you can X out and dismiss this whole section. To read the book, you're going to use the scroll bar of your browser, but you'll either need to use the little arrow on the bottom and go down line by line, or click underneath, just a click underneath to be able to read this. If you try to drag the bar, you'll get off somewhere into the book where you'll never find your place again. So that doesn't work out so well. Since I'm not actually reading it right now, I'm not going to worry about that too much. On the top here, these icons are different things that you can do with the ebook. You can download the whole thing, you can download a PDF, and it tells you how many pages you have remaining to download, copy, and so on. Hovering over each one tells you what it does, so you don't have to memorize what these symbols mean. I'll close out of this ebook and go back to the catalog again, and then back to the list of the 3 books. The last one on the list here, From Every Mountainside, and I can't scroll any higher, so it's going to be at the bottom of the screen. It shows one more important thing about ebooks though, so I'll click on that and we take a look at it. So here's the catalog record, and it's only available in ProQuest Ebook Central, so we'll click on that. Now this one has some differences in its availability from the other one. In this one you can download the book, but it requires some free third-party software, and you can check it out for 21 days to use offline. The same thing with downloading chapters. You can get up to 154 pages. Over here it keeps track for you. You have 77 pages remaining for copy. This is if you copy some text out of one of the chapters and then paste it into another document. And then the same 154 pages for PDF printing and chapter downloading. These are here because the publisher has put some restrictions on how much of this book you are able to keep, and the ProQuest Reader helps you keep track of that here. Limits on use like this are very common, and you can preview and read online first so that you download only what you really need and should not have trouble hitting those limits. So back to the catalog. We've seen how to find ebooks in the Quinnipiac Library catalog and examples of 2 different ebook readers. There are other ebook databases and other styles of online access, too many to show in one video. If you run into a question or want help with ebooks, please don't hesitate to contact a reference librarian. We will be happy to help you.